Why become a data analyst? Imagine being passionate about your job, solving complex problems, working on interesting projects, and earning a high salary. Maybe you're bored with your current job. Maybe you feel stuck with no room to grow. Or perhaps you wish you had the option to work remotely or even freelance. Isn't it time you do something about it? Here are 10 good reasons why you should look into data analysis for an illustrious career. Reason 1. Data analysts love solving problems. Data analytics is a fast-paced, challenging career centered on problem solving and thinking outside the box. As a data analyst, you'll work with a number of different teams who require your skills and knowledge to provide them with insights into how they can improve their processes. Reason 2. Data analysts are constantly evolving. Data analysis moves quickly, and data analysts are constantly learning and advancing in their careers. There is practically no limit to how much you can improve your skills and progress in your career as a data analyst. Reason 3. Data analysts can work in different industries. Those with careers in data analysis learn relevant in-demand skills that span industries and add value to every digital-enabled organization. Almost all companies are collecting data on their customers, and correctly knowing how to interpret such data is becoming of increasing importance. Data analysts define how a business is currently operating. It's up to them to look for changes, identify patterns, and spot anomalies that give an indication of how a company or organization is performing. Reason 4. Become a leader. Collaboration is an essential part of being a successful data analyst. Data analysts must understand how to work well with others and communicate complex findings to team members, business leads, and stakeholders to turn insights into action. Data analysts with job experience, professional certifications, and advanced degrees could be promoted to the role of data manager. Rather than analyzing data, a data manager is responsible for developing standards of operation, overseeing the adoption of new technologies, managing analysts, and assessing performance. As a manager, you would have an opportunity to enter high-level leadership roles in an organization, earn a higher salary, and pioneer organizational transformation from the inside out. Data managers can earn an average salary of $83,978 per year, depending on factors like location, education, and industry. Reason 5. Positive career outlook. Data analysts can look forward to abundant career opportunities from working in a prosperous industry. The data analytics market is predicted to hit $132.9 billion by 2026, and studies show that the COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of data analytics solutions and services. As a result, the job outlook for data analysts and data scientists is positive. The World Economic Forum listed data analysts as number 2 in growing jobs in the U.S. Additionally, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that market research analysts are expected to grow by 22%, and mathematicians and statisticians by 33% from 2020 through 2030. Employers struggle to find qualified data analysts, and the demand keeps growing. Reason 6. Earn a higher salary. As of 2021, the average data analyst salary in the United States is $67,405 per year. This means that data analysts earn approximately 26% more than the national average salary in the United States. Experienced data analysts can earn up to $87,000 per year and transition into higher paying jobs as senior data analysts, data scientists, or analytic managers. Evidently, a rewarding reason to pursue a career in data analytics is to boost your lifetime earning potential and expand job opportunities. So, it follows that for as long as data analytics skills are in high demand, your earnings potential will keep on growing. So, it's a no-brainer. Short supply and high demand translate to big bucks. If you want a good, well-paid career, learn data analytics today. Reason 7. Shape the future. Data analysts can transform organizations and solve critical real-world problems. During the COVID-19 pandemic, data analytics was crucial for organizations. Leaders embrace data analytics and artificial intelligence to aid in change management, and these capabilities ushered in between $9.5 trillion and $15.4 trillion in annual economic value. In these uncharted waters, where the tides continue to shift, it's not surprising that analytics, widely recognized for its problem-solving and predictive prowess, has become an essential navigational tool. Analytics supports numerous urgent tasks facing businesses today, like forecasting demand, identifying potential supply chain disruptions, targeting support services to at-risk workers, and determining the effectiveness of crisis intervention strategies. Statistics support better decision-making because they allow leaders to use objective data rather than subjective assumptions. Data science and data analytics are changing the world as we know it. Data analysts are at the forefront of this shift as they help the world to respond to a global pandemic, track climate change, promote ethical data usage, forecast threatening events, and save human lives. Reason 8. Data analysts are storytellers. In today's highly competitive and fast-paced business world, crafting reports that tell a compelling story that is what helps business leaders to really act on the data. Business decision makers depend on an accurate story to drive better business decisions. The faster a business can make precise decisions, the more competitive they will be and the better advantage they will have. Without the story, it is hard to understand what the data is trying to tell you. Reason number 9, data analysts are superheroes. Knowing data analytics is like having a superpower. Your organization will call on your superpowers to make informed and profitable decisions, to streamline the business, to steer the business away from disaster, and even to help make decisions about hiring and firing employees. These should be good enough reasons to be treated like a superhero. So, keep on learning, and soon you will be in demand like a superhero. Reason 10. Data analysis is easy and fun. All sounds good and dandy, right? But you still wonder if the learning curve is too steep for you. Well, with good learning resources and an experienced and knowledgeable instructor, learning data analytics is easy to understand, easy to learn, easy to implement, and fun to use. And that's where I, Lieutenant Commander Data, come in. Hey there! If we haven't met yet, I'm Lieutenant Commander Data, your favorite data nerd and the galaxy's favorite teacher in anything involving data. I'm the host of the LC Data channel, and I will break down some data concepts and show you tips and tricks behind the most popular data analysis and reporting tools. In my world, and yours, I've been a certified trainer in various data platforms and disciplines for the past 2.5 decades, and I train thousands of Earthlings working in many different industries, humans just like you. Oh, and all of the websites and resources I mentioned in my videos are linked in the description box below. I also posted how and where you can download all the project files I use in my demonstrations. If you are a big fan of data in general, then we have something in common. So go and smash that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so that Scotty can notify you every time I have an important transmission to share with you. What are you waiting for, Earthling? Live long and prosper. From your favorite data nerd, Lieutenant Commander Data, over and out.
Say goodbye, Data. Goodbye, Data.